Live.
Going ghost.
You're live. Oh, I clipped again. God damn. I hope that's not a normal thing. We're live.
Live.
We're live. Welcome to episode 7 of the Apartment 205 podcast, brought to you by Clipping Soundboards Because Bad and Milano's unofficially. And Andrew, theme song.
Apartment 205. It's the apartment where you spend some time. The apartment where you spend some time with us and we talk about stuff. Yay!
Wow. Do we have the rights for that?
I do now. I just copyrighted it.
Holy shit. Where's your Grammy? Lady Gaga, what are you doing right now?
Right? Lady Gaga got a
Where the
Grammy, but I
fuck
didn't.
is Lady Gaga.
I
at?
mean, come on. Let's get real here, folks.
It's amazing. That's what you've been working on all week, Andrew?
No, I just made that up because I called an audible and the one I did was dumb.
Okay. I guess judges, what do we think?
What's our scale?
Whatever you want it to be.
1 to 42.
It was definitely a 37.
37. Wow. All right.
Pretty good.
I was just gonna give you a 30.
A 30. Yeah, 67 so far, Jordan.
You get a 10.
A 10.
Oh.
All right. 77 out of a possible 126. Not too bad. It's about half.
Yeah. I thought you had a full song ready. So I was a little disappointed. I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
No
I'm not,
Grammy for you.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry.
Lady Gaga's rolling over in her grave right now. Stephanie is
She's
dying.
still alive.
Anyway, so what should we start off with? Hellboy?
Hellboy.
Hecklad is here.
Hecklad. Hecklad himself.
Hecklad himself. Herself.
Itself. It's genderqueer.
Thine self.
Did you just do a ghost noise? He's
Heckboy,
not a ghost.
Heckboy is a ghost.
Well, he's a demon.
Heckboy, what are you?
Demon ghost.
Unbelievable.
Demon ghost.
So we saw Hellboy.
Well,
Andrew, I'll let you go first. I want Andrew to
Dude,
take it
I
away.
left. I couldn't get out of the theater fast enough, and when I got home, I just felt ill.
Unbelievable.
My stomach hurt because of that movie. I could not believe it. That's
I thought, you
I
thought
don't
he
know.
had to pee, but you legit.
no, yeah. So
it felt like you had like your parent, like somebody just died,
Yeah.
or you just found out you left the burner on at home. Like you were out.
yeah, no. Well, I initially thought I had to pee, but then I got out and I was like, I just had to leave.
It turned
I didn't
into
have
a
to pee at all.
It turned into a bit for you.
Yeah, and then I just felt awful.
What didn't you like about the movie?
Literally everything except Baba Yaga. I don't know. The Hellboy being a little whiny little baby the whole time, that was kind of annoying.
agreed.
The dialogue was real bad. The whole thing that wasn't dialogue was really bad exposition,
Agreed.
which was really bad. The effects were not good. The David Harbour wasn't nearly as good as I thought he was going to be. He was just kind of there.
I thought it was okay. I think he
Yeah,
did
but
his
I feel
best.
like it could have just been
I thought he
anyone.
looked good.
Yeah, he looked good. But
Well,
I thought he looked okay.
I don't know. He looked like Hellboy, I guess.
Have you seen the posters? Have you seen what he looks? Have you seen what your brother Hellboy looks like, Heckboy?
not recently.
Hecklad.
When was the last time you saw your brother?
It's been years.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen anything for this.
No,
I
not
do-
even like ads.
No.
It's always good to get a perspective from somebody who hasn't seen something that we're talking about. It's interesting though. I guess that just means they didn't promote it well. I could have sworn like you didn't even see a trailer or nothing.
Nope.
And you haven't seen the originals, right?
No. But I mean,
You get the gist.
yeah, I understand that, but I had no idea there was even a new one out.
See, that's amazing to me. Just as a guy who's always on the internet and always
Yeah, I feel
sees
like it's
everything that's
impossible.
coming out.
Yeah, to not see something in today's day and age.
Maybe you're looking for it.
Maybe
Well, maybe
Well,
indirectly.
we
but-
are kind of in a comic video
Yeah.
game sort of realm in our own lives.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that I would see it. I
Yeah.
just when anyone says they haven't seen something that I feel like is out there, is like mainstream enough that everyone should have seen it. I'm just like, whoa.
Anything else about the movie, Andrew, that like maybe you kind of liked? The violence.
The violence I did like, I guess. It was just,
The violence I did like, I guess.
but I don't know. It also just seemed so meaningless. Like, I don't know. It was like, that's cool, I guess. But
that it was
don't know.
meaningless. You're all about things being meaningless.
well, no,
I
but
love it when things don't have a purpose. I feel that.
no,
I relate with that.
occasionally meaningless violence is fine, but it was just kind of like violence's sake. Though it didn't really, and you didn't really see much until the demons came out, or whatever those were, because it was just like
I'm
the
giving
remnants.
I'm giving Heckboy a taste of her brother.
It was just the remnants of that social club, and
Okay, well,
like, people
Remi,
getting shot or whatever.
what are your thoughts on the film, if I could call it that?
Had to take a deep breath.
I have so much to say.
I also thought it was really bad. I second everything Andrew
It
said.
looks bad.
I agree that making Hellboy's like a whiny teenager was really annoying, which I know was like part of the plot because at the end he's like, "Oh, I do love my dad," but also like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
like
you're 35 years old, Hellboy.
at least,
Move on.
yeah. I said this to you guys very briefly yesterday, but I thought it was just lazy writing. I didn't like how they relied so heavily on the music to make a scene or to change
yeah.
the mood from
I
scene to
forgot-
scene.
I forgot all about that.
I thought it was really over the top and unnecessary. And if you were better at writing, you could do that with the way that you write. I thought most of the acting was pretty bad. I thought that the effects were really bad. I don't know what their
that was the
budget
unfortunate
was,
part. Like,
but it literally looked like Assassin's Creed murders. Like it didn't look that good.
Like so remember when the
looked like early
demons come
PS3.
and the one that like rips the guy apart from the legs? There's
Yeah.
a movie called what's it called? I forget, but it's like it does that, but it's so much better because they use like practical, as practical as you can get, ripping a guy in the half from the groin, but it was so much better. I'll look.
I thought even and
Starts
I
with
know
bone.
I know it's a completely different scale because they were doing this kind of like mass murder type, like all the scenes where like all these crazy deaths and whatnot. But even like Terrifier, that was a straight to Netflix movie, had better effects.
Terrifier.
With the clown when he cuts that girl in
when he
half and
cuts her in
stuff.
half, yeah.
Like
It was almost like a realistic.
like what
it's
was their
surprising-
budget?
It was
Bone
surprising
tomahawk.
how little like realistic props they used. What's the word I'm looking for?
Effects?
Just real effects.
So the movie I was thinking of was Bone Tomahawk with Kurt Russell, Patrick Wilson, and Richard Jenkins.
Never heard of it.
Dude, it's bizarre. It's I don't know what the director's name is. I literally have it up. I guess I could tell you, but it's just like really violent and set in the Wild West. And I think it's on Amazon. It's directed by S. Craig Zahler. It's very violent, practical effect, like B style movies.
Yeah.
It's directed by Andrew's dad.
Everyone
got a free.
that
earring
annoyed
at the
me
end.
too with the last season of Westworld when they just started like getting really gory for no
Yeah.
reason. And it's like, okay, I understand the point you're trying to make, but I don't need it to keep going.
Yeah.
You made your point. We get it. It's
I
and I
remember-
love gory movies, but only when it's necessary or it's that kind of movie. Hellboy, I think Max was right. It seemed very, very childish. Like
Yeah.
the movie itself seemed like it was a Disney movie just with blood.
Yeah.
And they
And
said
the
fuck a couple
fuck
times.
word.
I had fun with it. It didn't need to be made. I didn't need to see it, but I had fun. I like the over the top bad CG violence. The very beginning, like the storybook, like the acting.
Oh, that was so lame.
When she got hit with the fucking no
Like
offense
I was
to-
kind of on board there. I was like, all right, if this is, I could see myself being on board with this, and
what
then
the
I
fuck's
just
the
wasn't.
what was the witch's name?
Mila Jovovich.
Yeah, Mila Kanovich. Yeah, Mila McNeely. Fucking anything she's in really isn't that great.
Yeah, except
Zoolander was an amazing film.
Yeah, but she didn't really. She was just kind of there. Anyway, when she
Dazed
got hit
and
with the spear,
confused.
she was like, she acted like
yeah, there's a lot
she-
of overacting. For
yeah.
no
There's a lot.
reason.
It was like it was made by a bunch of high schoolers, but I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
And then when people are getting fucking ripped off, and they were just like walking around with people on their legs, the demon things, and like I said, Hellboy himself looked like fucking jacked with the crown and shit. I was just
I
like,
hated
"Ooh."
I hated the amount of detail they put into his back hair.
Yeah, they
They
were
kept
like,
Ew.
showing it and giving him like patchy back hair. Not giving him throughout the movie, but in the scenes you could see his patchy back hair, and I was like, I don't need that at all.
yeah. I think it pretty much sums it up as if I were 10, that film would have been dope,
Agreed.
Oh yeah,
or the other way around.
it was
That-
also very gray. Like the color palette was just gray.
yeah. Anyway, so sorry, Hecklboy, your brother's film wasn't that good.
It's okay.
The other two, like I keep trying to say, were good.
Yeah, I say I'll never watch either of them. Eventually, I will.
That's good.
I'm just.
For,
It
do
doesn't.
it.
It doesn't. It
do it
never
for-
struck my fancy.
Do it for Gilmore, the
Yeah.
Gilmore Girls del Toro. Do it for him.
Oh, Gilmore Girls, my favorite
Do
show.
it for him
Me
and
too.
Ron Perlman.
Heckboy gets it.
Yeah. Yeah. So Hellboy, we give it 2 big thumbs away from our bodies.
I gave it 0s.
2 0 thumbs.
I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10.
I think you're gonna say 2 out of 3.
Heckboy will be better.
0 out of 3.
Yeah. What,
Sequel.
what's Hecklboy gonna
That's
be
the
about?
prequel.
You're right,
Oh,
Andrew.
you tell me.
Is it just gonna basically be you trying to get your Nintendo back from Satan?
Wouldn't it just be
Your
like
dad took your Nintendo.
Wouldn't it just be like the toned down PG-13 version, like Deadpool?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like Once Upon a Deadpool,
Fuck it.
where they took out all the bad stuff.
It would be. I'm sorry, not fucking frickin'. It would be,
Why,
it would
why
be
you
about.
finger gunning?
Hey.
This is how I tell stories. This is how I get my point across with my stories.
Why
So
you
fucking
flexing?
know. just to show how serious I am. Fucking hold on. Okay, just want to make sure we're not clipping. No, it would be about Hecklboy trying to get her
Itself, because
It's-
it's genderqueer.
Their self.
thine selves Nintendo back, even though Satan wants thine selves to go attack America with demons.
I've lost interest already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this sounds
Yeah.
like a.
It wouldn't be written by me.
That's good.
I'd certainly
That's a
hope
good
not.
start.
I hope they don't take notes from you.
All I know is that the other ones were better. So, anyway, what else did we watch? We were all apart for the most part.
I
I
finished
use part twice.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure,
JoJo Siwa's Bizarre
the first
Dance
season,
Venture?
the first season, and there were a lot of things I got wrong last week.
Unbelievable.
Wrong how?
Just like the details about where they are, how long it's been on, where, all that stuff. But I finished it and it was really good. I'm probably going to watch the second and third season. I definitely cried.
Diamonds Are Forever. What's the third season called?
I don't remember.
Sharp Like a Diamond.
But he like blasts a guy into
Starburst
space
butthole.
from a volcano.
Unbelievable.
That was pretty wild. And then they like go into race, like they're in 1930s New York at one point, and this little black kid named Smokey is getting beat up by these cops, and he makes like the main cop look like a pig, and he comes in and fucks up the cops, and then Smokey is his right hand man, and you learn about his backstory, and people die. The Baron's grandson dies, Caesar, and then he had to go kill the guy to like avenge his death. It's pretty good. I also finished Top Chef Junior season 2.
Who
Who-
won?
Oh, I was just about to say
Beat you
that.
to it, Hecklad.
It was honestly a wild ride. So I was not as passionate about this one as I was from the first season. The cool thing was Fuller, the kid who had to leave because he was sick, made a guest appearance and he got to like judge some food and stuff. So that was cool. I'm
Good for
happy
him.
for him. Owen came back at the end to help them, and so did
boy.
Rihanna because she was the
Rihanna?
runner-up.
Rihanna.
So the ones that I liked Carson, Eric, Olivia, and Nikki. And Eric was the youngest. Eric and Olivia were both 10. Olivia got sent home for whenever, pretty early on. But Eric was in the top 5, and when he got sent home, he cried, and I cried because he was just a little sad boy. But Nikki won, and I'm glad because as the show progressed, I think she deserved it.
Was
so
she the one
I was
from
happy.
Philly?
No, that
New
girl
York.
got sent home
New
in
York.
like
Was she the
episode
blonde
5.
one?
Nikki is the one. She had kind of like a big mouth,
Her
and she had
teeth-
the short hair.
Okay.
She had the
Oh,
short
yeah.
hair, but
like
that.
Every
she
time
did the
she would
best.
talk, her teeth would go over her bottom lip.
She's 11. Leave her alone.
Yeah.
Well, that's what she did.
She's in her awkward phase, but I think she did I think she deserved it the most. So I was happy that she won. And I feel like that's it. Everything else I've watched has been The Office, so I can fall asleep.
You didn't watch any of You, correct?
I told you this 6 times.
Okay.
It's no every time.
We watched Guava Island.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Jesus
Never
Lord.
mind.
this is fucking
I got
crazy.
excited.
Take it easy.
I also saw Guava Island.
I have mixed feelings about that. So,
Same.
Heckboy, do you know what Guava Island is?
I do not.
We found it by accident, Andrew and I, when we were on our boys' week retreat.
I told them to watch it.
What's it
No,
on?
but I saw it before you said that. Not like
Wow.
blowing
I just
wanna
up
let
you.
you
I'm just
know.
saying we did technically find it on our own, and then you told us to watch it. And I was like, oh shit, she watched it.
It
Anyway.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't. But
What was it on?
just get your facts straight.
Amazon.
Amazon.
It's Childish Gambino and Rihanna.
Oh.
And it's like it's not a short film because it's 55 minutes, but it's short.
It's an HBO episode.
Okay.
Anyway, I liked it. I thought it was a nice short film.
Agreed.
I felt a little irked about him just singing songs we've already heard and being like, is this just
Well, isn't the opening song new?
maybe I don't know. Why don't you explain it? Why don't you explain for Heckboy what this film is about?
Why do I have to explain it?
Because you're more smarter with words than me.
So basically they're on an island and they grow up there and they give you a little backstory about them growing up. Rihanna and Donald Glover are in love since childhood. And then basically everyone is like poor, and he even says in the movie, we live in paradise, but we don't get to enjoy it because it's like a poor country where they work in like, I don't want to call them sweatshops, but that
It's
kind of a
basically
thing.
sweatshops.
And he plays music like freelance kind of. He just plays it on the radio and stuff. And he decides he wants to throw a festival. And the main guy who owns all the businesses on the island is like, you can't have your festival because then people will call off for work the next day and you can't do it. So Donald Glover decides to do it anyway. And then the guy has someone assassinate him and he dies. And then at the end, Rihanna's also pregnant.
To ruin the whole movie. I just said explain it.
And do you think are you gonna watch it?
I don't know. I might now because I love Donald Glover.
Yeah.
It's still a nice watch. It's a feel good like
I'll watch
summer.
Yeah.
anything with it.
But at the end, she's like, oh, I have chills thinking about it. She looks at the guy because everyone is like mourning his death because he was essentially a public figure. So no one's at work. So when the guy comes to see where everyone is, Rihanna's wearing like this outfit, like a queen.
Rihanna.
And, yeah. And she just looks at him and she goes, we got our day off because like everyone
Oh.
was sad.
Yeah, who's not going to take a day off after that?
I didn't
The-
explain it very well either, Jordan, if it makes you feel any better. But
No. That's the basic gist. I mean, you.
it felt
gave
like a
away the
play to
ending,
me.
but
it felt like a play, just the way it
Yeah.
went through. I mean, like, because
I liked
he's
how he
singing to
did
Rihanna
his.
on the beach and he sings "You Feel Like Summer."
Yeah,
and
I like how he.
Mm.
I like how he did the songs, but that was the only part where I was just like, when they first did "This Is America," I was just like, we're not going to do the whole song, right? And then he did the whole song. I was just like, I didn't need this. But I did love when he was singing that on the beach. I like that version.
it was a cool.
It was very
feeling.
clean. I like
Yeah.
the not overproduced version of that song.
It like gave me butterflies. Like it
Yeah,
was a
yeah,
nice.
yeah,
It was a nice scene.
I like how they did it in like an old style film grain. Just
Agreed.
it's not widescreen HD bullshit.
Yeah, agreed.
Taking full advantage of my $4,000 fucking projector. Everything's in 1K, not 4. Anyway, that was a nice movie. Andrew,
Yeah, basically the same. I wasn't really into it, but
I liked it. I was just a little
liked
disappointed.
It was an
I
awk-
guess, but
it
Do
was
you like anything?
no. I like Star Wars
this is a tough crowd.
He likes Star Wars and Marvel movies,
and
and that's
Marvel
about it.
movies. No, I mean I liked it. I was just like,
King of Comics.
you know, whatever. It was a movie.
Oh, we should start a podcast called King of Comics where we don't even talk about comics.
Okay.
That's a bad idea.
I know.
Anyway, so
It's
moving
ironic.
on. You're just gonna chew into the mic.
Yep. This is our ASMR section segment.
I'm just being polite. I'm just chilling with our fans.
I'm over this episode already. Can you? What did you watch this week?
Well, I watched all of you.
I watched 1/10 of you.
Wow, that show. I completely dismissed it at first.
Wow.
Wow. All I
Wow.
have to
Oh my
say
god, guys,
is
this
wow.
show.
Wow, my mommy just texted me. Yeah, the way it's about a guy who runs into a girl in a bookshop that he kind of owns slash
He's just the
manages.
manager.
He's a manager, but he might as well own it because he's
Yeah.
like it's him and one
He's
other
like
guy.
the guy.
And they bump into each other. He like becomes obsessed. He's like, "Oh my god, this girl's amazing." We both read because we're smart, but they don't like put it in your face. But so he looks her up. He stalks her on.
Wait, I saw this.
Oh,
Did
you
I
did?
watched all of it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hecklboy.
Yeah.
Oh, Remi.
I watched it a long time ago.
Well, yeah, it's been out for a while. Alyssa actually was one of the things she suggested to us to watch, and I was just like I said, I kind of dismissed it. But I don't know. I was like, fuck it, I'll put it on. I was doing one of those things where I just rolled down my Netflix list, and that was the next one. I was like, screw it, we're doing it. I put it on, and wow, I really liked it. It was written really well. It never really like over explained itself. It kept moving in a good direction. Like I said, it feels like I'm watching an anime the way it's written. It's all self-narrated by the main guy, and you really want him to get with the girl, even though he's not a good person, but real deep down, everything he does is with good intentions in a way. It's very,
Weird.
I
Yeah.
don't know. How do you feel?
No, I agree. He was very creepy, but yet he was also like he had her best interest in
Yeah,
mind,
That was the thing.
but in like the creepiest way possible. But it was, I don't know. When
He was the milady type.
yeah,
What? Sort of, kind of. No.
he was like Milady, but like Reaper.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I really liked it. Also, Crystalia is going to be in season 2, which makes no sense. So that's going to be hilarious.
I think Crystalia might be secretly into like macabre weird shit because he narrated that one
Yeah.
certain scale episode about
Yeah.
well, he didn't narrate it. He read the guy's manifesto, but
Crystalia is a goofy motherfucker, but he does interesting shit sometimes. Where you're just like, why is he narrating a murder podcast?
Yeah.
So, but no, you was very. I highly suggest it. Like I said, I kept pushing it off, and I'm glad that I just watched it because even within the first, actually, the reason why I didn't start watching it was because it was too dark. Because all Netflix
you
shows,
sound like my dad.
all Netflix
He's like,
shows
I
right
can't
now,
see anything.
because of the HDR, they're just like the blackest blacks and the deepest colors. I'm like, I can't fucking see it. I watch it on my phone. Most people watch this shit on their phone, probably.
When I started watching it, I wasn't fully sold
No?
until I got into the second episode
Really?
and like started to learn more and more,
No.
and you see his intentions and everything.
I just like how that he keeps kind of adding on to getting more into the shit, and he keeps getting away with it. You're just like,
Mhm.
ooh, you good motherfucker.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you read books. You get away with whatever you're doing. I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to try and spoil it.
It
But
was cringeworthy at some parts. Just like
also, with
with
just
the
his interactions,
like
or
with the friend,
I
I forget her name.
Peach,
Yeah,
Peaches.
yeah. I don't know his interactions with her and how she started to like figure things out. It was like, oh, you need to step off, but yet
I really wanted him to not play it how he did in the Creeper Mare. I wanted to be like, dude, just like get on her side. But then you find out she's also in love with her. So it's like, it's not
Yeah.
gonna happen because she's like a rich bitch. And she's like, no, this my friend. We're going to Paris.
mhm.
You got to watch it, girl. It's deep.
Okay.
No, yeah. Suggested. Are you gonna finish it?
Yeah, absolutely. The one episode I watched got me hooked.
And even though each episode was about
It's like 45 minutes.
45 minutes, it felt like enough time. It didn't drag on. That was,
Yeah.
like I said, the pacing of it is very good. So, to all none of our listeners, I suggest it. Yeah. So we watched that. What else did I watch?
You
We
watched
watched-
that unicorn.
Oh, we
movie?
watched the Unicorn Store.
I liked it a lot.
I just
So I
liked it.
do like things.
Samuel L. Jackson once again was
It's bizarre. That was like what did I say? The least Samuel L. Jackson that I've seen him, but the most. Or
it was a weird mix.
yeah, I don't know.
Did he say motherfucker?
I
He had to have at least once. It's in every contract.
don't think he did because it's only
It's
like
in
a
every
TV
contract.
PG movie.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's shit.
Brie Larson did a very good job at directing it. I thought it was directed
Yeah.
really well. It flowed good. It was a nice feel good
flowed
movie.
good.
It flowed good. Like I said, you're smarter with the words.
Not really.
Wait, what? Were you making fun of me? I don't understand.
I was making fun of you, but that doesn't mean I was saying that I'm better.
No, you're better at words.
Okay. Anyway,
Did you watch it?
no.
Oh,
Aww. Aww.
I don't know. Something about it just
I do want to.
struck me.
I do want to watch it. It was just the night that I thought I was going to watch it. Top Chef Junior. There were way more episodes left than I thought. So by the time I finished it, it was like 12:30, and it was Thursday. So I'd work the next day, and I was like, "Fuck,
said I just gotta watch these kids cook and cry.
yeah."
You sick motherfucker! Just watching little kids get their dreams broken.
It's entertaining.
Bah, bah,
Is that your evil goat laugh?
bah, bah, ah, ah, ah.
Is that what a cow says?
When it's still raw,
Huh?
because he said the cow was so
Oh yeah,
raw. It bod.
God, so raw. What the fuck else did we do?
We watched Black Summer.
We watched that zombie show that's on Netflix. Don't worry about it. You're not missing anything.
Yeah. I
was
thought
gonna
it
say I
was
didn't watch
pretty.
that.
It was pretty okay until the last episode, and then it just went.
What is
so
the deal? Dumb. Okay, so yeah, it was kind of suspenseful, like zombie stuff.
Yeah, it
You're like-
did. It had really good suspense.
it hit every mark, and you're just like, okay. And then the
every
very
zombie cliche.
last episode, they were trying to get to the football stadium because that's where they thought the extraction zone was. And then they get there, and finally people are shooting guns. But like
They're all just crisscrossing. Everyone's in the
everyone's
crossfire.
shooting
People are
each-
shooting at zombies and missing because there's
It's like
all shooting at the zombie.
nobody hit a zombie. in the
Nobody
head.
hit anything.
Are they stormtroopers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they might as well have been.
And what's even worse was somebody wrote this like this. Everything
Yeah.
was good, and then somebody was just like, just keep missing.
Like-
And then at the very, very, very end, when they're right there at the gates, they finally are like getting crowded, and the way the thing was shot, they were just like, we have to hit people in the head finally because otherwise it would.
Yeah,
the
it's like
story
the
would be
one
over.
girl turns into John Wick all of a sudden after not being able to hit the broadside of a barn.
No, and she's like, bang, bang, bang. And then she's like, oh, and then like at the very end, she's just like, brr, 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 gak, 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 brr, brr. And then she's fucking like just doing fucking backflips and shit and fucking it like bad.
Yeah, it,
Fuck the whole thing. I was
just-
just like, okay.
it
This,
made me go from this is okay to this sucks.
it was at an 8, and then it went to a fucking 2.
Yeah,
Just like let them hit. People were just walking in front of each other, just like, "Hey, you shooting the zombie? I'm just gonna
yeah.
cross over."
Literally, one of the main characters walked in front of someone shooting a gun as they were shooting the gun.
And you try to get at the benefit of the
Like-
doubt because, like, yeah, it's a stressful situation, but also like dumb
Yeah, I mean,
TV
there's still
show.
some common sense when the zombie apocalypse is happening.
Anyway.
I feel like.
Don't watch it.
Real quick, speaking of apocalypse, this brought me back to Hellboy really quick. I didn't like how they never explained his arm. I also don't like how they didn't explain how King Arthur's sword, what's it?
Give it a
Excalibur?
try.
No. Excalibur, you know, he touches it and he like I guess it awakens the beast inside of him or whatever, but they don't explain like why it does that. He touches the sword and now all of a sudden he's like grunting and can't speak English and his horns grow back and is it like why does that happen?
I think because that makes him the Demon King or something. Because King Arthur was a king.
The
and then
horns and like the fire
Excelsior.
crown I can kind of get behind because you're right, like it turns him into the king, like the prophecy said, whatever, blah blah blah. But I don't understand why like it would turn part of his brain off and make him into like ugh, ugh. Like he
Maybe
just
it
kept
just-
grunting like
maybe
a
it just
caveman.
Filled out his primal demon instincts.
Makes him go.
I
poopy
guess
in the
I didn't like
toilet.
that, but I especially don't like how they never explained his arm. He just came out of hell that way. But why?
Yeah, watch the other movies. They explain it.
Yeah, I know. But this movie they didn't.
Yeah, explain literally everything else. No, we can't backtrack. I'm not fucking with backtracking.
I'm the one who writes the fucking description, so what do you care?
Just easier.
It's just a thing I remembered. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We don't
What
need
else? What else do you have to talk
we
about?
don't need to remember any. We can literally talk about how air is air, and it'll be more interesting than that movie.
Alexis, what did you see this week, or what did you do this week?
She said, "I watched SVU."
I did.
Unbelievable. Who died?
Everybody.
Is that
died.
iced tea
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
with the
No, it's
scratchy bottom?
lemonade.
I'm done.
Ah,
I'm
Know
done.
from the commercial.
wait, the lemonade man.
Oh yeah.
That's the Kool-Aid man, not the lemonade man.
This got derailed real quick. Anyway, how was your SVU-age?
Great. It's really fucked up, but it makes me feel better because
Why?
At least it's not happening to me.
exactly. Yeah.
But why that show?
It's a good show.
It keeps you holding on. Like there's always something happening, and there's so much drama. Like I watched an episode last night where some guy kidnaps a little girl, turns out to be her brother, and then he just goes and starts shooting up all these buildings, and he was just really high on coke, but it was a good episode.
Huh.
Yeah.
How's that make you feel, Remi?
Oh, I completely agree. I love. I don't watch SVU so much, but I love Criminal Minds for the same reason. It's just easy to watch. There's so much drama. You can make fun of like the bad writing of the team and their relationships, and it's like I keep saying like a lot. I'm high. But all the murders in that show are based off of real things. They have a guy who helps write who's on. He's in the FBI. So all the murders and all the episodes
can't
are
do
based
it.
on real stuff, and it's just so interesting to me, and it's easy to watch. And SVU is the same kind of way where there's not a lot to follow, so you can be on your phone or do something else, but then when you actually decide to watch, you're interested. So it's like that good medium.
Yeah. I always put it on in the background in hopes that I won't get sucked in, but then all of a sudden I catch myself like, oh, what's happening?
Yeah,
And that's why I was really late getting here today.
Oh my god.
I'm fine with it. It's understandable.
I used to watch SVU all
Unacceptable.
the time with my dad.
Are
Your
you okay?
dad.
Yeah, because when he would
Is that why you
come-
know how to hide a body?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Yup.
No, when he would come hang out with me when my mom was at work, we watched that because it was on.
Interesting.
And there's nothing else to
And you're just
do.
like, damn, I guess I just better divorce her instead of trying to kill her.
That was already after they were divorced.
Huh.
How
'Cause
old
I-
were you when your parents got divorced?
Uh-oh, deep
I
segment.
was-
We're going deep.
Let's
deep,
see.
deep, deep, deep. Help! We're in an emotion.
I was 4.
My
You were
mulatto.
4.
Mhm.
I think I was. So we moved when I was in 5th grade, and that was when
we're
they
doing this?
separated. So I guess I was 10 when they separated, and then when they officially got divorced, I was older. But they were split up when I was 10ish.
Okay. Jordan, weren't you like in high school?
My parents hated each other before I was born, so that was a whole
I'm not
thing.
asking how long they hated each other. I'm asking when they got divorced and if
My
that
parents
age
didn't get
affected you.
divorced until 2 days ago. Like that's how I think they were still technically married even after I got out of high school. My father was in and out of the house. My dad took care of me for a little while, and then my mom took care of me, and then I forgot who was home once I was old enough to play video games.
Okay.
As far
So
as
you were the
yeah.
youngest. Are you okay? Do you think it affected you?
Are you okay?
It did affect me big time. It totally like
Oh.
threw me for whatever mental state I'm constantly in. It's always there.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
But I mean, it's also I'm thankful for it because it's taught me a lot, and I can appreciate the people that are in my life. And I relationships are hard, but I know, what is right in a relationship because I saw what was wrong growing up. So in the end, I'm thankful for it. And it made me stronger, made my mom stronger. Because it was just me and my mom for a while, and my brother he was like a week old when my dad left.
Yeesh.
So it was just the three of us, and like we're as thick as thieves.
That's great, actually. That's a good outcome. I'm
Mhm.
glad
Why is
you're
it
not
always the
like
dad? What the fuck's up, dad?
my dad didn't leave. My parents are still happily married.
My
Brag
dad
much?
didn't leave so much as my mom
Weird
kicked him
flex, but okay. What'd you say?
out. My dad didn't leave so much as my mom kicked him out.
Yeah.
They just kind of mutually split up, I think.
Huh.
I don't know. I never really got the full story.
Interesting.
Never really cared.
Why don't
I'm
you
gonna have to
ask
call Karen up and ask
Yeah.
her.
Okay.
for next week? I gotta figure out why the fuck this is clipping so much this week. Anyway, yeah, no. My family is full of a bunch of fucking drama queens. Everything. My whole family hates each other. Even now, my dad's side hates my dad's side. But it's just everyone just doesn't like everybody for no reason. I don't talk to my family strictly because like I have nothing. Well, not nothing. It's just like why I don't talk to fucking Greg. What's new? I took a big dump this afternoon. I watched you. She's like,
And he didn't flush it.
oh yeah, I dumped it. I didn't flush because I wanted Andrew to see how big my poop was, and then I forgot it. And then he didn't poop for like 4 hours.
Yeah, I didn't
and
pee until I
finally-
was like going to bed.
and he was
I
like,
"Oh,
"What the fuck?" We lived together too much.
Fucking
We
boys'
keep saying-
week.
And then I totally forgot. I was just like, "Oh yeah, I left that for you." And then I was like,
And then it just smelled.
I was about to say it didn't smell. And he's like, "Well, it smelled when I disturbed it."
Ew, fucking gross.
Anyway, parents.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, Remi, why are your parents still together? What the fuck's up with that?
Let's get them on and ask the secret.
Yeah, what the fuck's going on, bro?
Because I think more than anything, there's mutual respect for one another. And I also think that and my dad tells me this all the time, like they're best friends. They just want to hang out and have fun together. I mean, they fight. It's not like, they're holding hands every day and like making out on the couch or anything weird, but like they just have fun together. They just do their thing.
They
Yeah.
say key to a perfect marriage is your best friend.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be your best friend.
I'd say the key to a perfect marriage is not getting married.
That negates itself.
I
Yeah.
know, that's the joke I was making.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Oh, okay.
What else this week?
Oh, we're not going to keep going with this.
We can keep going. What else do you
this
want to talk about?
therapy session. What do I want to talk about? I want to talk about how that steak I had earlier this week
Ugh.
fucking was the worst.
Oh,
steak.
Remy and I
It
got
looked awful.
waffles.
We did.
We saw
When?
waffles on The Office, and then we ate waffles.
When?
We went to Happy Days when she stayed over on Monday.
Happy Days.
Yeah, and we got waffles.
Oh
It was
man.
great.
What's Happy Days still
Damn.
like?
The same.
The same.
Really? That's
I don't think it'll ever
surprising.
change.
Yeah, I feel like that's the only
There's no
place that's
reason.
been the same for as long as we've gone there.
As it should.
There was an old woman in the booth in front of me
Who had
behind
been
Alexis.
dead for 4 days.
No, she was talking about how she had to go to Acme to return water. And I'm like, why do you need to return water? Even if you get a pack of water bottles, what is it, like $2? It's water. You use it.
Yeah.
Donate it if you
plant-
don't want it. Why do you have to return water?
Use it on plants or some shit.
That's what I
Yeah.
said. Water your garden.
She doesn't have a garden. She returned that too.
Maybe she could use it to shower.
Well, I hope she has running water.
Did you smell that bitch?
No.
Did you smell that bitch?
Yeah. You crusty bitch. Why is this?
Andrew got a haircut this week.
I did get a haircut.
That's new.
You look like a little boy.
Thank you, because I
Aw.
shaved also.
You look like a little
So-
boy.
It also made me realize that was the most physical contact I had with a woman, because I got the like head massage and fucking shoulder massage thing, and that was the most physical contact I had with
Where
a
the
woman since the last time I got a haircut.
Where the fuck did you get a massage at the nail parlor?
Well, not a massage, but
Or a haircut.
at the sports clip place. They have a little massage machine
Ugh,
thing.
no thanks. I don't want to be touching my fucking body.
Well, she wasn't touching my body.
Didn't she give you a massage?
Yeah,
Well, on a
with
scalp.
the machine thing. There's like the little
Oh.
vibrator.
Oh.
She hit me with a vibrator. It up my bum. No, so I think I'm gonna get more haircuts, just so I can feel this soft touch of a woman.
I touched you last night, Andrew.
What? When?
At the bar when you said I was too cool for school, and I
Oh, you did.
I gave
'cause
you a
then
little tap on your leg, and then you punched me with my arm.
Punch you in your bum.
You said never do that again.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember. I was drunk.
Oh.
I wasn't drunk.
I was gonna say you had one
I had
beer.
one beer and a cheesecake.
I don't know what this button does. Andrew, talk.
This is me talking. Should I yell? This sounds better somehow. Maybe not. I don't know. We're not gonna edit
Turned
that out.
up. Mine's
Nah,
worse.
yours is worse.
I turned up the compression. I don't know. I didn't change it all from last week. Apparently, it's all fucked up. So
About to say.
whatever. Hellboy ruined my.
Maybe
life.
it's your computer because it was all wonky when you started it.
Maybe it's the operator.
What? Who hurt you?
Her parents. We just went over it.
Unbelievable. Unfucking Guess who's not going to be on next week's episode? Hecklad. Hecklad and Hellboy have ruined
It'll just be Alexis.
our
Yeah.
movie experience and our podcast.
And our friendship.
Did both of you watch the new Game of Thrones?
no.
I did.
Oh, okay. We won't talk about it. I don't want to ruin anything for you.
I need the
Me
HBO.
and Alexis / Hecklad.
Get here, guys. What the fuck
You're
What do you want me to do? We
Being
you guys can talk.
can talk about that one episode of Melissa Joan Hart's new show that we watched. That was the
Oh.
worst sitcom ever.
Oh no.
Probably.
Oh, sitcoms are dead.
They
Why are you
need to
doing
be.
this? Dude. Oh fuck! It was about some punk ass girl shows up at Melissa Joan Hart and Sean Astin,
Yeah.
fucking Sam Weiss's fucking house in the middle of Chicago. I don't know. She's
Is that
like,
where it was?
I don't know. And she, it was a fucking some
Who
city.
cares?
It's a suburb.
It's irrelevant.
And she was just like, "I'm your long lost cousin. Give me money." And then she was
No,
gonna
she was like,
kill him?
I'm the kid you adopted or something, right? And then she was like, and Melissa Joan Hart, the family was like, we didn't do any paperwork to get a kid. And then it was like, oh, she like scammed her way into this family, and now she's trying to like rob them for these adults.
Yeah, she like knocked
I don't
the-
understand.
She
anything
knocked
you're
Yeah,
saying.
she knocked a guy
Exactly.
over.
What is the show called?
No
Diamond it.
luck.
No luck,
Chuck.
Chuck. Diamond and dealing.
No good Nick, I think.
No good Nick.
No good Nick.
No good.
It was a no good show.
Yeah, more like no good watching it, dude.
Named Nick.
Fuck Nick.
Fucking Nick.
Fucking Nick.
Fucking Nick. That sounds like a weird town in New York.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was
Fucking Nick,
called.
New
It was
York.
called No Good Nick.
Hmm.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
I s-
0
I
out of
just-
10. Would not recommend.
Like it's. Why does anyone do sitcoms anymore? You burnt that lasagna.
Like it wasn't even a live audience. It was
Remember
just
that?
canned laughter.
They're just having dinner and they're just like, "Hey, this milk's sour." No! Oh
Jordan-
man, I love you.
Jordan, I'm gonna call you out. You watched Patrick Warburton's sitcom. You also watched that one with the girl you have a crush on, even though I don't think she's pretty. And
Well, that means you can't watch it anymore.
No,
dude,
he can
because
watch
doesn't
it.
think she's pretty.
Done.
that's really demeaning.
Wait,
of me.
Patrick.
Someone's worth isn't based on how they look,
Warburton?
and she's not ugly, but
Patrick,
don't
who?
get it.
Warp-
Patrick Warburton,
I know the one.
Huh?
En-
the sitcom with the family.
Engaged. Something engaged.
The sitcom with the family. All of them. Every single sitcom ever.
Patrick Warburton from
And
Uh,
David Spade? Or is that the
David
other
Spade.
one?
No,
Oh, that's a different one then.
he's the one with the voice. He was on Seinfeld.
was
He was
the
putty on
tick.
Seinfeld. He was he wasn't putty. Was he,
He was
putty?
the tick.
Is that his
Yeah,
name?
he was the first. tick.
What? I don't watch a sitcom with him.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
I'm gonna look it up right now
Better look it up.
because you're really I'm upset.
Boy's favorite sitcom.
Oh, the one where
is
he's
SVU.
married?
Yeah, with the
And it's-
family.
What if SVU was a sitcom?
There'd
That'd
be
be
a lot
great.
less laughter. It'd be a lot more O tracks.
You're like,
Oh.
oh.
Wait,
That
we
was
did the
weird.
same octave. Do a different octave on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
What?
God damn it.
Okay, I'll do the higher one and you do the lower one.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Perfect. Harmony. Ebony
Ebony
and
and
Ivory.
Ivory.
Crowded. That's the one with Miranda Cosgrove.
The mom with the red hair.
Yeah, but also Miranda Cosgrove's in there, isn't she?
I can't
I
believe you're
never
doing this
watched
to me.
that.
Yes, you did. I've seen it on. You've watched
Andrew, I think
it.
you can stay back a little bit. For some reason, they're actually
Okay.
picking up this time. I think that's what it is.
Huh.
We can actually stand back from it a
Holy
little
crap!
bit. Yeah.
Okay.
As I notice, as I get closer, it starts to clip a bit. Or
Yeah. No, it's...
You definitely watched that.
I watched a couple episodes of that. I don't know if
I
it was with
remember
you guys,
seeing that
but-
on your TV at least.
that was by
mo-
accident. That I've never actually
Why
watched the
did I
show.
see more than one episode?
Because what would happen is autoplay would stay on and I'd be sitting there asleep and it would fucking play. And then you'd probably wake up because our sleep schedules are different, apparently. I've never watched that show a day in my life. Take it to the internet. Ask God. Ask Hellboy. Ask Satan himself, our Dark Lord and Savior.
This is a bad episode. I'm not liking
What
this
are you
one.
talking about? This is a fine episode.
This episode's amazing. I don't know.
Can we redo it?
Redo it?
Redo it.
Redo it how?
Just cut it up and put it all on the cutting room floor.
No, re-record it.
No,
This episode's not good because
I'm having fun.
Tomorrow's Easter.
And the next day is Earth Day.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, the 22nd.
Aw.
Yeah. And yesterday
That's my
was
weed
Good
sound.
Friday. It's like a ton of holidays in a
And
row.
Passover.
And Passover. Double holiday Friday madness.
Whoa.
and the day Jordan kills his family, and they all rise from the dead.
Oh, cool.
I do it every year.
I hope that's more exciting than Black Summer.
It's actually just as exciting as Pet Cemetery, the new one.
Well, the end of it was kind of
This
exciting.
episode's so lit, the dog's been dead asleep for the entire thing. Like he has not stirred once. He might actually be dead. General, are you Hellboy? Are you Hell Dog? Oh, he opened his eyes. That
He
might be a
breathed.
yes.
Do we want to go into a stylophone solo?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, hold up.
You can barely hear it. There you go. This is the
And
sound.
that was it.
This is the sound that happens when I'm trying to think. That's exactly
Look-
what it sounds like.
Look for my new solo album.
What's it called? I Can't Swim.
It's
Farting
called,
in space.
It's called Farting in the Pool.
Farting in space. It's very spacey.
It's called I Like Star Wars and Not Girls.
It's not that I don't like girls. I just like Star Wars more than them.
Unbelievable. All right. Well, what else? We're almost at about an hour. So
Jordan, did you see the self-driving Honda motorcycle?
no.
Oh, well, it apparently exists. It looks kind of cool.
Dope.
Remi, you should talk about your otter skull.
Okay, yeah, we can talk. Let's talk about what we
yeah,
just
the
did
oddity
today.
thing.
Holy shit, man. Okay, so Andrew said this, but I'm gonna interrupt you before you talk about your otter skull. But like, how many times do you need to see something dead in a jar?
Like, you've seen one fetus in a jar, you've seen them all.
Like every single stand, it was just like, oh, okay, can't we just have like one row of all one stand? It's kind of other than the art
fetuses look
stuff.
different. There were a couple that were different.
Yeah, some
Well-
had brown hair.
yeah.
Different eyes.
I know it was interesting. It was interesting to say the least.
I liked the people watching.
Yeah, that was holy shit.
Oh yeah.
I like there was
That
a
was my
church
favorite
family. It
part.
looked like
Oh,
a
yeah.
family was just like came from
Someone's
church.
stepmom and their cousin.
Yeah, someone came from church and was just like, "Ooh, what's this? Dead animals. Oh my god." They were wearing like fucking what's that store in the mall that it's like moms? It's all patterns in pink and like fucking
LL Bean.
Lily Pulitzer. Is it Pulitzer?
yeah
Lily Pulitzer?
yeah Lily Pulitzer.
Uh,
LL Bean. The fuck.
I don't know.
Anyway, you guys explain what you bought.
Well, I don't know if whoever listens to this knows, but I collect skulls. Apparently Jordan doesn't like that. I'm hearing for now. But I have like a big bull skull and a crocodile and a shark and a bat and an octopus and 3 different deer. So I have and the octopus is in a jar. It's not a skeleton.
Is that
You know.
the otter right there?
Yeah, so I got an otter skull, which is pretty cool. And I got a shirt, and I got Alyssa a kitten fetus. That's in a jar. Yeah, that's it. But I agree with you. I was talking to my mom on the phone, and I said the same thing. I wish there was a little bit more art because it was basically just skulls. But
Everyone
what
just had
bothered
the same
me,
stuff.
what bothered me is that it was like the same animals.
Yeah.
So like the otter
Yeah.
I got because that was really the only one I saw there, but everyone had coyotes, everyone had deer, everyone
Everyone had
had snakes.
There's a few alligator skulls.
Yeah, I have one of those already. I don't need another one. And
No,
I
like,
think mine is better
big.
actually. I think mine were cool. Mine's cooler
Well,
because it
yours
has
is
the teeth.
yours has the skin too.
Yeah,
Yours is
mine's
technically-
taxidermy.
I was about to say yours is technically taxidermy.
Yeah. The skulls were really cool. They're really big ones.
Yeah.
But
Fucking puppy in a jar. I mean,
I wanted that 2-headed cow.
I thought you were gonna say the
Ugh.
puppy in the jar. I
we
was
should have
like,
No.
split it and we could take
Yes.
turns.
How
I can
much
have
was
visiting
the?
weekends.
It would be like Scrubs.
yeah.
How much was it?
I don't even
Do you
think
know?
it was for sale.
Yeah, I didn't see a price tag anywhere near it.
If I was sneaky, I would have just taken it and ran.
It's the same size as you. I don't
Yeah.
think you would have been very
There
sneaky.
wouldn't have
would've
been much
tried.
room for sneakiness there.
I did like, I don't know if you guys saw it because there were a lot of people there when we first got there, but when Alexis and I were on our second trip around, there was a guy who had the mice. Do you remember Dinner for Schmucks and how he made the
oh my
taxidermy
god,
mice
yeah.
that were like
yeah.
doing
Yeah.
things and wearing clothes? There was a booth that like was that.
Nice.
I think I saw that. Was he in the middle?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
towards the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember walking when we first went by. I was like, oh, that's cool. And that was like the only thing I saw that I was like, oh, that's cool. Everything else was like, oh, okay.
I was just fascinated with
That
the
pizza was
the
good.
people. The pizza was good.
Yes, it was.
The guy serving the pizza kept staring at me, and I don't know why.
It's because
He
you were
was India.
squatting on the ground like a weirdo.
Before, okay, what is your damage, girl? Before that, he was saying he was just like fucking. How would you like your pizza? I was like, can I get margarita? He's like, okay, that'll be $13.50. His eyes were big, and then I walked away. I could see him out of the corner of my eye. I was just like, fucking, I'm the guy you're staring at this whole venue where there's people with more piercings than a fucking piercing
Bad.
shop.
Alexis got earrings.
Yeah, got earrings, and Remi and I got matching shirts.
Yeah.
And
Oh, you're in a gang now?
Yeah.
yes,
What's your gang called?
Heck boys.
2-headed baby skull.
What did you say?
Said heck boys.
Oh, heck boys. Two-headed baby skull.
That's what's on the shirt.
Oh.
I wanted to get a skull, but like I've already I have a bunch of skulls, and I don't know. I think
Apparently, you can't have enough.
it's more fun to go in the woods and find them yourself.
I think that's what most of these people did anyway.
Yeah.
They did have one that I kind of wanted. It was a monkey in a jar. It was
Ooh.
like a baby monkey, but it was
It
like,
was my
it
family.
was like $350, and I was like,
It was
I'm
what
not
my
getting
family
That.
looked like.
There was that yellow bird that
Oh, that
was
was
in the
cute.
jar. I loved that thing.
That goose head was cool too
Yes, his
because
tongue was
the
hanging
tongue
out.
was out, and then when you turn it, it was like normal, but it
Mhm.
was still cool because it was like the beak was down and it was a clear profile of
Yeah.
the goose head.
Are we just supposed to be okay with how many people had dead animals?
And then there was that live dog. And I was like,
oh yeah.
that dog is scared as shit right now because all it sees is dead
Yeah.
animals. It's like, did you guys bring me here to
Are
kill
you guys
me?
freaked out by my dead animals?
No.
So why do you have such a hard time with everyone else's dead animals?
No, we don't have a hard time with the dead animals.
I thought it was dumb.
The
I saw
fetus is in a jar, though. I could do without.
what?
I'm not
That's
into
cool.
that.
Somebody was selling owl pellets, and I thought that was kind of stupid.
That's
Owl
dumb.
pellets,
Yeah.
like poopy.
It's
Well,
vomit.
Yeah,
It's
remember
they
in
spit
sixth
it up.
grade science where you would
Yeah.
No.
dissect the pellet and then you'd have to put the
I-
skeleton of whatever they ate
Yeah.
together?
Absolutely.
Never
not.
did that?
You can
I
literally
did
go
that on
outside
the
and find them
simulator
yourself.
online.
Yeah.
I never did, and I never did one science experiment in
Neither
school,
did I, actually.
Wow.
ever.
Like, I didn't do any
Ever.
dissections or anything cool. They just said go to dissectafrog.com and do it there.
I dissected
said,
owl
okay.
pellets in college
Well,
Why?
I didn't.
because that was my science class.
Oh.
It was like go outside and find stuff and enjoy.
Huh. Anyway, yeah, I thought that was hilarious with the dog. I hate that I have to say the live dog walking around. The one live animal there. She's like, you guys, there's a lot.
I kind of wanted
Should I
Are
more.
we
feel-
going home?
Is this a trap?
I wanted more pinned bugs
Yes.
because I have those too. But I wanted more like cool ones, and they didn't really
Mhm.
have any. And the ones they did have had ugly backgrounds. Like they weren't a clear. It wasn't like a shadow box or a clear frame. It was like some dumb fucking background
Yeah.
with a moth on it. And I'm like, no, just give me the moth.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of variety.
Yeah,
There's like,
I think that's what.
well, I guess there was variety in what they had. Like, there was a variety of skulls and fetuses, but that was like all they had.
And just vendors, but yeah, it was
I wanted more
mostly-
art.
yeah,
They
Yeah,
kept
I was
posting
expecting
about
more, like-
artists, and I didn't see as many as I thought.
and
were
even
gonna
all
be
the
there.
art was very similar.
Yes.
I was like,
It all had the same
it's-
aesthetic
yeah, it all had
and
the
it was
same
cliche.
themes, and yeah,
I would love to
it's all
have a
just
booth there.
paintings of dead things.
Let's open one.
Okay.
I don't know what we're gonna sell, but let's do it.
I got a bunch of crap.
Okay.
What does it say? Don't you already have dead skulls and stuff or something like
I
that?
got everything.
Uh,
I've got skulls. I've got jars full of tiny bones, big bones. I've got
I got jars full of
Skeletons.
little teeth, big teeth.
I've got a jar of hair.
some finger bones, a jar
I've-
full of
I
toenails.
have a
Can
trash
you let
can
her
full of
talk?
lint.
No
Jesus
toenails.
Christ.
I do have a jar
Oh,
of hair.
let her
though.
talk. She's been attacking me.
You attack me all the time.
Don't say it on air.
This is a safe space now, on air.
Yeah, Andrew has bongos. That's the sign of a safe space.
Yeah,
Do you guys want the safe space bongos? We can pass them around.
Do those bongos save space?
No, they're the safe space bongos. They're
Yeah. Do they also save space? Are they the safe space saving zongos?
I mean, they save space compared to a full size drum set.
Anyway,
A lot of deep breaths from me. This
Anyway, as I
This
was saying,
episode.
I have a trash can full of lint that I could sell. There.
there was a girl.
I don't collect lint. I collect hair.
There was
There's
a
hair in the lint.
there was a girl on. So there was a show called Oddities. I don't know if any of you ever watched it.
I have
Actually,
heard of it.
one of
I
the
think I
women,
watched an
the
episode.
girl, like the main lady
that's where you
from
got
that.
the idea for the lint. There's a girl on it.
I hate when
Was
you
she
have a
there?
separate conversation while I'm talking.
That happens all of the time.
It's really irritating and it's hard to listen to. No one likes it.
Are we going to talk about our divorced parents again?
Oh, I did see some embroidery artist that I follow on Instagram. She had a table there.
I was looking for her because I saw them post about her and I
Mhm.
liked it a lot, but I didn't see her.
She had a very tiny table and she was very hidden in like the front corner on the right side.
Damn.
Damn.
I'm a little bummed. I didn't see her.
Mm, mm, mm. Damn. Anyway, what were you saying, Remy?
I don't even remember because I'm over it.
Odyssey?
Oddities. The
Oddities, the show, the lady from
Mario-
the show was there.
Oh,
Cool.
I was gonna say something else in relation to that, but I can't remember what it was now. Sorry.
Mario Odyssey.
You don't be sorry. You weren't talking over me.
But I
Oh,
interrupted
she
you.
was.
That's just Jordan.
Space oddities.
We all interrupt each other. Year. Why did I add a year to the end of that?
Because you're dumb.
know. Am I high?
We're all.
Did you get me
high.
contact high? I can't go
Uh-oh.
to work like this. I have to take my I'm so oh my god, I'm panicking.
Jordan, do you want the bongos of freedom?
I need the save space saving.
Get all your
zongos.
highness out.
What?
Is that our new t-shirt? The save
keep-
space.
You keep having T-shirt ideas. We have Tony and Tony Jr.
Oh,
We have
yeah.
Andrew what was it? Andrew sleeps.
Andrew
Andrew
sleeps,
fucks. Andrew murders. Andrew sleeps.
Andrew's the businessman. Andrew fucks. Andrew sleeps. Andrew whatever's.
Yeah.
7 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Come and get it.
Yeah. What else?
Fucking safe space saving zongos.
Zongos.
Don't fucking
The safe space bongos, man.
you put up the Etsy fucking shop and make it then. I don't know oh no, Roberts, Tobogansons, and
Robbins and
Lobotomy
Robinsons, toboggans and lobotomies.
by Roberts.
Oh, Remi.
Yes, Andrew.
Speaking of our lobotomy business,
Oh, we could do that for that next art show.
there's a Netflix thing about lobotomies.
We have to watch it.
It came up like a while ago, and I was like, oh
We have to
shit, I gotta
educate
tell Remi
ourselves.
about this.
We have to watch it.
Yeah,
I did.
I
love,
think it was about the guy in that lore episode we watched that did the lobotomies.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love lore.
It was pretty good.
I love
I like
Blank.
making fun of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I did like
You're
in
a fairy,
Hellboy how
Harry.
they had a changeling, and
Yeah.
Andrew and I just like looked at each other and laughed because of that episode of lore.
That was a good time.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
The dog's up now, so I guess that means.
I'm hungry.
Asparagus.
asparagus.
Any closing words?
Shop smart, shop smart. I feel like I
Um,
probably can't say that because
420 blaze it.
I hated this episode as much as I hated Hellboy.
Oh, this episode was way better than Hellboy. It was better than the third episode, second episode, fourth episode.
This episode
Well, we
has
all
been
just
brought
fought
to
the
you
whole
by
time.
the film Hellboy in theaters 4/18. See it or die.